welcome back to the Last Man Stand World Championships here in Cape Town, beautiful Western Province Cricket Club. We've got the world's #1 side, MASAGAMY, taking on Wolfpack from Lahore, who are pretty handy themselves. Had a big win in the pre-round of 16 qualifier earlier today. And we've got Peter Boyson and JG Adamdorf at the crease, and Samad Galani with the ball in hand. Our two umpires, the Tulani Zulu and Kwazi Nkube. And we're just about ready to go here. Bowler's just getting his field right, checking the angles. Peter Boyson just having a scan. And the umpire is about to call play. And away we go. The final round of 16 match here on this beautiful day. Nice looking shot there from Boyson to start down the ground. Two fielders coming around. One just gets out the way and lets the long on come round, and they're back for two. So this wicket's been a belter all day today. The fourth game of the day, so we might start to see a little bit of spin. But so far it's been a cracker. Nice delivery there, on length, but Peter Boyson with those long arms, long levers, just stays on top and caresses it through the covers. So Wolfpack, the world number 16 ranked side, they're up against the world #1 MASAGAMY. So it's going to be a big contest here. So Samad Galani, tidy start from him. Appeal for LBW there, just jogging. Look at MASAGAMY, they're world #1 for a reason. Look at that win ratio there, 59.33%. 386 games for LMS and 229 wins, unbeaten in the last 5. And that's a nice cut shot from JG. Just took out the side of the leg, I think, there. He's opens his account. He's a stocky man, so I expect him to be good on the pull and cut. And I know he hits a long ball. He smashed 19 off 5, one of the first games of the tournament. Into the wicket there. Oh, it's a great bouncer there from Galani. Surprised Boyson. I think he might have got a bit of glove on that. The keeper couldn't hold on. Runs away for a boundary. But it's great to see that. Look at this going short. Obviously a pre-planned move. Short. Just surprised him down the leg side. Keeper gets a fingertip to it, but just doesn't stick. And that could be a big moment in the game there. Great bowling by Galani, but unfortunately runs away for 4. Such is cricket. So we're into the second over now. Boyson on strike. 7 off. Sorry, it's JG on strike now. Boyson just hit that boundary. So 8 off the first over. Projected score obviously 160. 20 overs of 25 ball overs here in Last Man Stands. We're 5 balls down now. And just JG Adamdorf is just moving the man. Stood it long off, right in the way, out of the way. And we're good to go again here. So Arthur bin Sakib. Nice by JG, and they come back for 2 there. Going to be joined by
How are you, Si?
I'm very well, thanks, mate. What have you been up to?
Just been chatting to a few of the teams, seeing how the tournament's going, getting their feedback on how the tournament's been run. They said the tournament director Simon Melba's done such a good job. As always.
That's what I like to hear. I'm 100% sure you're telling the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Absolute truth, buddy. Never lie to you.
I wouldn't lie to you, Benny.
So the last game of the day, MASAGAMY versus Wolfpack.
Down the wicket there by Boyson. He's a very tall man. I'd like to know exactly how tall he is, but long levers and uses his feet well and uses the crease well.
He's likes to use his feet. Just likes to mess with the bowlers' lines. These guys are strong. MASAGAMY, they've been talked about all week that they are tournament favourites.
That's at least 2, could be 3.
JG Ardenhoff is very quick between the wickets.
He's not too, this is a compliment, but he's a pocket rocket between the wickets. He very light in his feet and fantastic in the field. So it's a bit of a tale of 2 different approaches here. Peter Boyson, obviously a very tall man. JG Arendorf, not as tall, but he uses the crease well. He likes to hit it off the back foot. And strong as well. I don't know if you remember the first game of the tournament. He smacked 19 off 5. Walked in 6 first ball. I'm fairly short.
So 2 overs complete. 14 for naught. This is the last 16 game. Teams playing for place in the quarterfinals on Saturday. It's going to be a cracker of a day.
Nice there from Boyson, just staying on top of the ball. He's in complete control there, just checks it out to point. So I haven't seen any aggression yet from MASAGAMY, but this has pretty much been the way they've approached most of their innings. They like to just assess conditions and take the shine off the ball up front and go at 6-7 runner ball kind of stuff, slightly above, and then the last kind of dozen overs or so they really look to tuck in.
Well bowled.
Nice short ball there from Samad Gilani.
He's got some serious gas. We have to check with our IT team who's running the speed gun. That looked like definitely the 130 kilometers range.
Yeah, at least there. So we saw it. Actually, it was a kind of a missed half chance in the first over. Samad Gilani went short to Boyson. He gloved it down the leg side, and the keeper just fingertipped it. Couldn't hold on. It ran away for 4. That one's hit out. Ooh, just a one hop.
Just short of the man at backward points on the boundary.
So Wolfpack here, I was just about to say before us, I think they potentially could have had a look at what MASAGAMY have done in the previous games and switched around and made them hit with the wind early doors just to make them change something.
Where are Wolfpack from in Pakistan, sir?
Lahore, I believe. They're the number 16. Oh! And Boyson's been bumped there again. Tell you what, Samad Gilani, he's got a bit of gas. Saw Boyson coming, dug it in. I think that's gone off the back of the bat there, the old periscope. Oh, no, off the back of his shirt. So it's a great delivery there by Gilani.
He's got some serious gas, does Gilani. I'm pretty impressed with what I'm watching here.
So 2 balls left in the over. I don't think that was one for the over. He ducked into it and it only got him on his back. So, I don't know if I 100% agree here. He was taking evasive action. So not sure it's a dead ball, but they got to respect the umpire's decision, Ross. So they'll go with it.
This is true, Si. These umpires have been fantastic all week. Always faced with some difficult decision situations, but they 9 times out of 10 get it right.
Certainly, we've had some odd ones as well. We had the ball strike a dog earlier in the week. That's a great shot there. Out into the extra cover. Fielder, little fumble, but no harm. They come back for 2. So 18 for naught here after 3.
Pitch has played really well today. We've seen a few high scores.
Yeah,
seen a good contest between bat and ball in a lot of the games.
Shot, that'll be 4, Ross.
Which is what you want.
I just had David Hurst and Jack McGovern in here in the last game, and they were very impressed with the wicket. They said that on day one it was a bit towards this end of the square. It was very dry and turning a fair bit, but now we've gone on to this new one. They said it was absolute pleasure to bat on, but unfortunately Dhaka Warriors enjoyed it slightly more than the Pink Panthers did. Some unbelievable ball hitting.
I've been really impressed with these teams from Bangladesh. They are quality. Got a funny feeling it's going to be one of the Bangladesh teams against the Masagami come Sunday afternoon, 3 o'clock.
You could be right there, Ross. You could be right, although there's a few dark horses there. Black Eagles have kind of flown under the radar a little. And you've, of course, got the Lila as well.
So, Alpha bin Sakib. It's just clipped out to mid-wicket for a single.
Timed that very nicely, did JG. So, just as we mentioned, Lila is a dark horse. They're in a little bit of trouble in their game. 96 for 4 after 15. So, a bit of work to be done by the remaining batsmen. There's Peter Boyson on strike and Arthur bin Sakib into bowl, down the wicket. And it is called wide. If Peter Boyson can't reach it outside off stump, I don't think anyone can, Ross.
This is true. He's a tall man. So, the winner of this is going to be playing the Heritage Cricketers on Saturday. That should be an absolute cracker of a game.
Yeah, Heritage, they also a little bit not a surprise, but I know they had a few players missing, so I wasn't expecting as much as what I saw, but they were very, very impressive in the first game. They Shofar Lions were, oh dear, the fielders have a little bit of confusion, but sorted it out. But Shofar Lions, Ross, they had a lot of good players in their side, and Heritage just put them to the sword, really.
Yeah, it was a one-sided game that in the end. So, this is, as we mentioned, the business end of the tournament. Been a fantastic week of LMS cricket. If you're joining for the first time, this is the last 16 game between Masagami from Johannesburg and the Wolfpack from Lahore in Pakistan, playing for a place in the quarterfinal come the weekend.
It'll be interesting to see who makes it through to the semi-finals. Ross, it's obviously Masagami have got to get through this game and take nothing away from Wolfpack. Their seam attack so far has been quite impressive, but they're obviously one of the favourites, and if they make it through, it'll be interesting to see who they end up coming up against.
I mean, I know this Masagami team is a class outfit, but I don't think they've really been tested this week, have they, Si?
No, and that's one of the things that I was actually thinking last night when I was just having a bit of summary in my head of the tournament. But they've had 3 fairly comprehensive victories so far, and when it gets to the knockout stages and things tighten up, you've got to just always be on your game. You can't get complacent. I'm not saying they are or they have been. They've actually been quite professional the way they've approached and closed out all the games so far, but I'm sure they'll potentially be thinking that they haven't quite come up against the quality that some of these other teams possess.
Yep, that's a good point there, Si. So 4 overs done. The score is 30 for 0. You have Peter Boyson, who's 17 of 10, sorry. JG Arnoff, he's 13 of 11. So Tabrez Gilani, so he's obviously the brother of Zayed.
Must be. So what do you think the JG stands for, Ross? Is that a common South African name?
I've got no idea. It might be
Jean something?
Johan Kaharis.
Might, if you...
Ooh, 12 balled.
Nicely there, fired to praise.
Just these Kalani's brothers have got some serious gas.
Yeah, they breed them quick in the
Lahore.
Kalani family.
It's been a beautiful day here in Cape Town. The sun's been baking down this pitch. It's been a bit windy, but the wind seeming to die down a bit.
That
Well played there by JG. Just pushes out into the extra cover region. They're running hard. They'll get back for 2. Peter Boyson, size of those strides. Just doesn't look like he's ever going to be a run-out candidate.
No, it's been impressive. That's one facet of the game that Masagamy have probably been the best team that I've seen in the competition is running between the wickets. They've only hit the one boundary so far. As I say that. Oh no, that one's just checked in the outfield there, but another 2. So they're basically running tour ball here, Ross.
It's good cricket, it's intelligent cricket. It's often makes a difference at the end of the innings with how many ones you can turn into 2s.
Oh, definitely. So the projected score here is 148, which is just under 7.5 and over. They've only hit the one boundary, and now the second one, a little bit streaky, slashed away off the outside edge, just spins inside the third-man fielder. Yeah, used his feet, just a little bit of width, and carved away, and just pitched and just turned, and the fielder was no chance there. But a good effort regardless. Day off tomorrow, Ross. Any plans for this evening? Any plans in mind?
Just
it could be a repeat dose here. Nope.
Just dinner with a few mates somewhere in town. It's been a long week, a lot of early starts to recharge the battery for the weekend. Yourself?
Well, I'm hoping that you're including me as one of your mates, but I'm just presuming.
Absolutely. Absolutely, buddy. You're one of the greats. So 5 overs done. It's 39 for naught. Peter Boyson not out, 17 of 10. JG Ardenov 22 of 16. New bowler into the attack is Fahad Abdullah Sheikh.
So I'm fairly certain that Fahad's the skipper here. He's been my go-to guy when I've needed to get some info off them or been sorting out their place in the tournament. So I've not seen him bowl yet, but he's the leader of the Wolfpack.
Wolfpack is a great team name. I mean, we've seen some great names over the years. Just you never know how teams come up with these names. Just a loosener there, I'd say.
Look, I hope they're going to bowl him as many overs this end as possible because there could be some carnage with slow through the air. It's effective from this side, hitting into the wind. But from the other end, it could be slightly more dangerous. But Fahad, I'm sure he's a wily customer. He knows what he's doing here. So what's been your favourite team over the years, Ross? I quite like Kamikaze Bumblebees. Unfortunately, the cricket was a bit kamikaze earlier.
Yep, they're a great bunch of guys. I had a chat to a few of their wags. They've been, as you would have seen at the interval, they were the unsung heroes of the LMS family, supporting all the time their guys. One girl was actually Richard Pybus's daughter, so he's very well known in cricketing circles. Coached the Titans, coached in the Caribbean, coached the West Indies, and now he's plying his trade here in the Western Cape.
Who's he coaching down here at the moment?
Be involved in the Cobras, I would suspect. Oh, it's a wide there by Sheikh. Just the ball might just be holding in his fingers.
Not happy with himself there. But, tossed up, and JG Arden Dwarf goes bang.
Pierced the gap there between extra cover and long off. Masagamy mean business. They're not here on holiday. Yeah, they're here to take the trophy home.
I mean, it's a perfect holiday spot, but cricket comes first for the Masagamy boys this week. Down again. Same spot, same shot, same result, Ross.
Carbon copy. Copy-paste. So this is a big over here for the Masagamy. They moved to 50 off 6. Which is the highlight there. He just chucked it up. Presses down the wicket. Hits it on the half volley. Pierces the gap. And it went like an absolute tracer bullet.
So this has been the tale of Masagamy's batting approach so far this tournament. They've been quite circumspect in the first 5 overs, but once they get to the 4th and 5th bowler, they've really looked to target.
Be interesting to get a stat on the tosses this week with them, if they've won each toss and batted first every game. I know that the few games I've watched, they have batted first.
Down the leg side, and that could be another... Oh no, oh dear. Oh
so
dear,
it's
oh
5
dear.
wides there to start Tabrez Gilani's over.
Keeper couldn't get there. Oh, he should have gotten there though, and he just palmed it over. Was running away down here, and this fielder came round, and that's a nutmeg. So that's not one for the highlight book for third man fielder, but I'm sure he'll make up for it. And just to top things off, the bowler's had to walk 20 yards to fetch the ball, so he probably won't be a happy man. So 55 for naught here. So projected score now up to 183. There's acceleration. It was 145 about 2 overs ago, but now up to over 180.
So just an update from the Gary Kirsten Oval. Layla Crickets are 116 for 5 after 18. Not sure that's going to be enough. Just hope in the last 2 overs they can get a few boundaries and get that target, that total up to about 140 to have any chance of beating the Czech Republic. That is an all Bangladeshi affair, that game.
Of course, Czech Republic, they knocked off your boys, the Nangilis from Auckland earlier today, didn't they, Ross?
They made light work of that. It wasn't a bad target. It was 190, not the biggest of fields, but they chased it down, no wickets down in the 17th over. So it's a good beating there.
17th over for 190. Wow. So on track to go 220 plus there. So plenty of batting in that share trip side. Of course, share trip have got, could be mistaken, I might be completely wrong, and I'm sure Refat would tell me, but they've got Inzamam Olhak in Tech.
Yep. So just looking at the fixtures for the weekend, the Dhaka Warriors are going to be taking on the Rebels. That should be a big game.
It's a massive game. That Dhaka Warriors were very impressive in their win against Pink Panthers, to say the least. Their batting's definitely their strength there, especially the top of the order. The bowling was decent, but they conceded 170 odd. But then, they just basically blew Pink Panthers away.
Should Lala Cricket get over the line against Czech Republic, they're going to be taking on the Inglorious Legends from Pakistan.
Good win for Inglorious. Slightly nervous when I spoke to them at about 10 o'clock in their chase against Shwane Old Boys. They were about 50 for 3 at one point, chasing 140 odd. But they got the job done. So great to see that Inglorious Legends progress.
This is the speed merchant. It's a Braz Gilani.
He's had the Mornay Morkel there. You see, walked in the circle before he came into bowl.
Okay, so 7 overs done. Score is 61 for naught. Projected score currently is 174. I think the Masagami are going to be looking at 200. They bat all the way down to number 8. Some big hitters. It's come in. Do you know, is Johan Fourie in the lineup today?
I think he would be. Knockout game. You've got to get your best 8 out. So I'm sure Johan Faurie's in the lineup, and they've got some other hitters there. The likes of Marco Van Billion. He's hit a long ball as well.
He's a good cricketer.
And a few others. I mean, they bat 1 to 8. JG Arendorf batted number 7 in the first game. And he's opening now, so it just shows the depth.
So JG Arendorf on strike to face Sheikh.
So Farhad into the attack and clubbed out towards the cover boundary. Great shot there by JG. Shoots his feet very well to Farhad, hasn't he, Ross?
It's been a class actor, has JG Arendorf. Knows where the fielders are exactly. Just keeps hitting it either side of them. Can't set a field for this This time of bowling. He moves to 37 of 22. It's gone again.
Same area. And well done out there by the Wolfpack fielder.
The big long barrier.
So I've just seen Fayez Kamar. I've just called him into the commentary box. Of course, Inglorious Legends are through to the quarterfinals. Had a great victory this morning. They're a little nervous at one point when they were about 50 for 3, but got the job done in the end. So we're very great. But Fayez, can you tell us a little bit about the Wolfpack and who are their go-to batsmen?
Thanks, Simon, for having me in here. Actually, Wolfpack has a success story of its own. It's this team probably has played the true version of LMS, because they started at a very how do I say, at a very non-competitive in a very non-competitive league. Where in Lahore we have divisions divided by stars. That's a good shot, I think. Just for a single. Yep. So what they did is that they've slowly progressed to the to Division A, and now here they are, giving all run for the money. What they do is that they heavily rely on their two Jilani brothers, Tabrez and Sarmad. You're seeing them bowl fast. They're exceptional all-rounders. I actually play with them in a corporate league as well, because we work for the same office. They're very, very fit. They have good, cricketing brains, and they bend their backs. They're actually quite older than they look, but they do the job really well, and they hit the long ball. They're quite game aware and know their strength. So that they are going to be very, and the best bit about them is that they're never afraid of a challenge. And playing against a team like MASAGAMY, they would need someone to lead from the front, take the ballers on, and I think the Jilani brothers are going to have to do that.
Thanks, Fayez. And of course, they had I don't know if you saw, but they had a massive win in the playoff game this morning. They needed about 77 off 29 balls and managed to get there in the end. So that's an unbelievable chase. That one's a little bit over pitch, and it's probably going to be 4. Nicely played out in the covers by J.G. Ardendorf. He's flying along here. This is Abdur Rahman. I think he's the 5th bowler here that we've seen. So Fayez, can you just tell us a little, how many teams are currently playing in Lahore across all the different leagues?
That's a very, very tough question, Simon. It takes us, it's about 300 teams. Yes, or 100 too many maybe. There are a lot of teams here, especially Lahore. It's quite active. We slowly spread it out to Islamabad and Karachi now. And it's got a big, that's another good shot. This time square of the wicket, 4 runs. The fielder didn't get a chance to move. And I think they're just up the ante now, MASAGAMY. So the thing is that they've... And you see Lahore actually started off very slowly, and that's picked it up now on the weekends. Actually, no other league has the grounds to host cricket. So we've all slowly shifted all our cricket to LMS, at least at this level, the semi-professional and amateur level. We are all there. What you asked about the morning game, that's what I'm talking about. The progression that the Wolfpack has had. Good ball into the body this time. I think he's managed to get some bat on that. Quick running as always. MASAGAMY would expect that from them. And that's one thing that the Wolfpack is going to miss tonight, because they aren't very good runners between the wickets, barring the Jilani brothers. And in grounds like, South Africa, you need to make those 2s, get those 3s in. And, and I know them. And so as I was saying, Poperts, the team that they beat in the morning, is a Division A team led by Abbas. It's a very good, played the right, he rode the bounce really well there for a single. The thing is that Popert again is a very dominant team, and to having, as I said, someone who's progressed from a lower division up to Division A, and then to have beat them. In fact, I think just a day before our flights, Poperts managed to beat them very comfortably in a league game, Wolfpack. And so he scored his 50, Andendorf. Very, very well composed 50, quite quick as well for 29 balls. Boyson, I remember he used to play for Doc's Misfit the last time we came around in 2017, and he used to be a bowler if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, he is a bowler. I think he bowls some off spin.
Now he bowls off spin.
Yeah, but there's a class knock there from JG Ardenhoff. It's 50 of 29.
So yeah, the Wolfpack, I wasn't surprised when they chased it down. Again, Tabriz and Sarmed both batted really well. Hanan is also someone who can hit the long ball really well. So it should be a good contest if they manage to stop them around 160, 170. Should not let them go past that.
Thanks, guys.
Well, thanks, Faz. Some great insight there, and we wish you all the best in the quarter-final.
Okay, so the new man in is Rian van der Merwe.
Another quality player, Ross. I mean,
He
it's
is
a
quality.
star-studded lineup. It's look at that first shot.
That's a great looking shot. So, out of any cricket textbook you read, you'll see.
Good
That's
stride
a-
in
that's
high
technique.
elbow.
Yep. He'd be a hard batter to bowl at with the stride that he gets in. So after 9 overs, 1 over away from the change, 80 for naught.
Can't imagine.
Score 178.
Yep, there are.
Cautious innings by Peter Boyson, by his standards.
Yeah, I think they're tactically they just. I think they are tactically trying to do this on purpose. So Ross, I think Peter Boyson's job is to just play not necessarily anchor innings. His strike rate's still above 150, but he's just more circumspect and pushes the twos, and they bring in the other hitters around. That's well bowled by Zafar. So I've just heard in my ear here, Lila 136 after 20 overs. So I'd say that's probably below par on Gary Kirsten, although it is the fourth game of the day, so the wicket might be just slowing up a little. Look at that first, another great shot, Ross.
So that's in the deep, long off for a single. Layla cricket. It's going to be interesting run chase here for Czech Republic.
I really enjoyed that story there from Fayaz about Wolfpack building their way up through the leagues, Ross. It's one of the great things about last man stands. Anyone, if you work hard enough and you bit of luck along the way, you too can work yourself up the leagues, and now they're in Cape Town at the World Champs.
Fantastic scenes. All those feel-good stories are unbelievable. Not the first time we've heard of teams like that have started in the low division and progressed through the ranks to get into the national qualification competitions.
Nice shot there from Rian, just leant into it. And just a single though, well done. That's one of the Galani brothers out there at long on.
One thing about this week, we've witnessed some superb fielding. Not too many drop catches. Lots of anticipation in the outfield. It's well played there by Peter Boyson. Just punches it out to long off.
So wow, just some big hitting on YMCA in the plate. So Ush from Santon are playing against Brandy and Boops from Cape Town, and Bjorn Briggs and Wesley Briggs, the Briggs brothers, they're the Bash brothers today, both hitting quick fire 50s.
Unbelievable scenes on that field.
We just had Ricky send his wife Marika up to fetch some more balls. So I think that Bjorn probably needs to go and find a few of those.
So 10 overs, swap ends. Scores 83 for naught. Peter Boyson's still there, 32 of 22. Rian van der Merwe just 1 of 2. Just waiting for the score to update for the new bowler. There it is, Abderrahman. He's got through his first over for just 12 runs.
Yeah, he just overpitched a little to JG Ardendorf, and he got punched through the covers, and then another one got cut out to the point boundary.
Abderrahman just getting his fielders in the right place. They know where Peter Boyson's strengths are. Always progressed down the wicket, used his feet, but wasn't quite able to get hold of it. So well ball to Abdirahman. So Ush are all on top in that plate game. Brandy and Boops are already 31, 2 down at only 31. A big tall order to get over the line there from that position. So 2 dots here. Peter Boyson will be looking to get to his 50 also.
Yeah, I think.
Oh,
Ross Kaywood, what have you done?
The commentator's curse. I'm sorry, buddy. Abdirahman picks up his first wicket, and that's the end of the innings for the big Peter Boyson. A big swing and a miss. Looked like he changed his game plan. He was using his feet and then just decided to stay still and give it a heave-ho. Classic you miss, I hit scenario there.
So, MASAGAMY hitting with the wind now, Ross. So I think we're going to really see acceleration. The projected score is 157, but it wouldn't surprise me if they get at least 100 in the last best part of 10 overs here.
Yep, the new man in is Justin Gamble. He is a lefty, so he's heading to the longer boundary now.
It's surprised by that, Ross. I would have thought they would have sent Johan Free, the right-hander, up, but maybe they're just holding Johan back until it is all guns blazing time.
Yep, that is true. You would have thought that the brains trust and management of the MASAGAMY would have had all the potential scenarios covered.
Well, we could be wrong. Very wrong, though, Ross. This wouldn't be the first occasion, so he's probably going to hit a 12-ball 50 or something crazy now.
Yep. Justin Gamble nudges it to cover. Scamper through for 2. That's good running.
That's very good running. Great cricket as well. It's one of the best shots in the LMS textbook, just the push into the covers and the run for 2. They're often the 6 fielders, and they're all generally on the boundary. Some teams like to try a few tactics, but normally all back on the boundary.
It's well bowled there by Abdirahman. Just going past the outside edge there.
Tell you what, Ross, Wolfpack have got 3 decent seamers in this lineup, the 2 Galanis and Abdul Rahman. Bit of pace. The keeper stood the best part of 15 metres back there, I'd say.
This is true, Si. So, the new man to bowl is Hanan Zafar. Tidy first over, just 3 off it. MASAGAMY now on 85 for 1 after 11.
Ross, I've got a sneaking suspicion that this is the matchup they want here. The off spinner to the right hander, Rian van der Merwe, is going to be eyeing up the long last man stands banner in the distance there. All the squash courts. So the MASAGAMY dugout over there on the far side could be in for a bit of action here, I think.
Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts. It's all about to happen here.
And he's got away with one there, possibly. Still might go for 4. Fielder gets round, but that was a short and leg side and just tucked around the corner for 2. But I think we could be in for some carnage here. Ross, where would you be targeting here with your power game?
I'll be clearing the left leg, going over car corner. That's my go-to shot.
And that's
leant back there, just pushed it out into the extra cover for a single.
So circumspect here. Maybe they're just keen to not lose 2 wickets in a row. But Justin Gamble might take a slightly different approach.
It's always the case when the wicket falls, the new batters a few sighters just to get themselves in, and then it's normally put your foot on the pedal.
Big gap at point here, Ross, if he goes short.
He's gone big.
Big appeal outside, going down leg, I think.
He's got down on one knee.
Oh yeah, it's a long way down leg.
Optimistic appeal there by the bowler.
So over extra cover if he's too full, and through point if he's too short here, Ross. This is just pushed into the covers. Well bowled by Zafar.
Just looking at the balcony here, side, there's not a spare seat in the house now, so fantastic. All the teams are now supporting the last game of the day. It's a beautiful place, beautiful cricket club, it's beautiful scenery, absolute scenes here. Cape Town at the Last Man Stands 2022 World Champs. 36 teams from around the world have competed to take the trophy home on Sunday, and now we're through to down to the last 16.
Yep, that's right, Ross. It's actually been a great feature of the tournament as far as I'm concerned. Especially, I've noticed all the Pakistan teams have all supported each other. The Glorious Legends played first up this morning, but they've come back. They're on the balcony here, and they're watching their fellow countrymen do battle against the world number one, MASAGAMY.
That's one of the great things about Last Man Stands is the friendships and the camaraderie built over the years and in your local leagues and travelling to international tournaments together.
Definitely, Ross. Brings a tear to my eye, but I'm just thinking without Last Man Stands, we would have never met.
Absolutely, buddy. So let's thank Wayne and Beyond for that.
Indeed. This one's flayed away, and that's in the gap for 4. The field's not quite right here. A bit of extra pace in the ball from Abdur Rahman. They've got the third man quite fine, and they've got a deep cover point, and this big gap at backward points found there by Rian van der Merwe. They've moved in a little bit finer, but it's still a big gap. This one, is it punched out to long off?
So, it's the 13th over, it's 2 balls in, scores 95 for 1.
So, the left-handed gamble on strike now, and will he take a gamble here?
Ooh, slid down the leg side, so there'll be a wide. That's going to have to be rebowled by Abdur Rahman.
So just see a few of the Rebels players coming in as well. They've been here all day. It's another one down the leg side. That's another 3-run wide there. Not ideal for Abdur Rahman. MASAGAMY flying along here.
Rebels had a good win. The second game of the day against a team from Bangladesh called Share Trip. So they're comfortably into the last 8.
That would have been a great game to watch, Ross. I actually had Share Trip marked down as one of my smokies. They had a good bowling attack from what I saw. That one could beat the fielder fine, and it will do. Another 4 here for Gamble.
He looks a quality player. Lots of time. Outside edge there. You know, they say swing hard. It's not playing any half-hearted shots here. You swing hard, you get a neck, and it's 4 runs.
Really cleaned up Savo's tripod over there. Don't actually know where the Savo is because his tripod's just abandoned down at the third man boundary.
So the projected score is now to 161.
And again, down the leg side. It's outside leg though. Difficult this stage to get an LB with a lack of swing, but a good appeal.
This is true. An optimistic appeal, I'd say, Si. You always know bowlers like to get excited in the moment. So the score is now, after 13 overs, 104 for 1. Rian van der Merwe, 10 of 7. Justin Gamble just finding his stride, 11 of 8. The team chat there is going to be, let's go big now. Not going to want to leave anything out here. They've got a serious batting lineup still to come.
Yeah, Zafar's just hustled through a couple of overs here. They're 8 off the 2 so far. But I still think that they will look to target him in these last 2 overs. Only 7 overs remaining here. They've only lost the 1 wicket. Still 7 in the hutch. Ooh.
Just trying to play the little late dab down to third man. Been a glorious day here at Western Ross Cricket Club on the Wally Wilson Oval.
There is that dab. The K-Wood dab. M. K-Wood dab.
Yep. He's made that shot his own. Seen many a 50 scored by my brother in that shot. It's well played there by from over, just pushed it out into the gap. He knew that as soon as he hit it, there was 2 on the cards there. He's timed it nicely.
Just lacking. I want to see some fireworks, Ross. I've been I'm itching to see Masagamy hit some big sixes here.
I think it's not far off there, so I think these guys are going to need to go big now.
Oh, as we speak.
As we speak. That just shows why you're a commentary masterclass side. As you've called it, it's disappeared out the park over the square leg boundary for a huge 6.
It's good tactics though by Rian. As soon as he saw it was outside of his eye line, he knew that the bowl and LB wasn't going to come into play. Cleared the left leg and just swung away with the wind.
Unbelievable shot that there, just showing all his class as Rian van der Merwe. Carries a big reputation for the Masagamy, does he?
Yep, there's a big bit of pressure that comes with being the world number 1 side, but the Masagamy have looked very composed so far. There's our umpire Tulani's just going to grab a spare ball out of the grass cover on the square. But as he does that, they've returned the ball, so he'll have to stride on back here. But if you're joining us on Facebook, drop us a comment, drop us a message. We really want to hear from everyone where you're tuning in from. So Ross is just stepping away here from the mic for a second. I'm going to continue. We started to see, and that's flipped away down the leg side. Another great delivery there from Zafar. Tried to push it through, but just a bit too straight. All the fielders on the leg side in front of square. See, it's down the leg side. Anything took it away from the keeper. Made good ground to the left of the keeps, but no one's going to stop that. We'll go away into the banners down there. So if you're tuning in, drop us a comment. It's great to see. We see Moazam Ali just tuning in. Tagging in a few of his mates here. And the Arthur bin Sakib back into the attack. He bowled very handily in the first few overs. So he's going to be under a bit of pressure here against the Masagamy team, looking to close out their innings. 6 overs left, 117 for 1. Justin Gamble, 12 off 10. Rian van der Merwe just starting to get going. He's 22 off 10. Projected score 167, but I imagine they'll be targeting 180. They've got a very good bowling attack as well, so they'll think that they can defend anything north of that. Oh, bowled though by the Wolfpack. If he just rolled his fingers on that one, Gamble, just signaling to his batting partner that there was a bit of a cut of that. That one's cool. He went to club that, but no collection. Teammates just be saying, keep the straight powers, keep playing straight. It's going to come. There's a slightly open stance. Back foot on middle, front foot just outside. As that one's chunked out towards long on, not perfectly timed, but just one bounce to the fielder. So bring van der Merwe on strike. Just Gamble just giving him a little heads up. There's a few cutters being rolled out the fingers. Van der Merwe, so he's on 2 legs there, the guard. He's clipped that. He's going to beat the fielder to his right.
and run away for another boundary. So Rian van der Merwe really putting the pedal to the metal here. He moves up to 26 off 11. And the fielder is getting his mate to stay down there, the boundary a little bit finer, but once he's got to keep it offside. Doesn't want to be going anywhere near the stumps here because could end up in the squash court. And this is slow ball, big appeal for LB. Big appeal for LB. Massive appeal, slow ball. No, Van der Merwe was well outside leg. The player was not happy. Talani said, "What you want me to do there, pal?" It wasn't hitting the stumps. Bowler's still not happy. 5 overs left here, 123 for 1. I think the bowler accepts just a little bit of frustration there. They give the thumbs up to the umpire. So this is Arthur. Just noticed there, he was the one who fortunately top edged into his eyebrow.
He won the first game, so which is a bit of a shame. He had to he's got a few stitches in that eyebrow.
So 5 overs to go. MASAGAMY just on 123.
Oh, just down leg, I think. Just missing leg stump, that one. Wasn't far away. So just sliding it down.
Okay, so the speedster, Tabraiz Gilani, back into the attack. This is a critical time of the innings of the game for the Wolfpack, bringing back their main man.
Oh.
Starts with a slow ball. Just edge it down to a vacant third man for 4.
Yeah, it's just a bit too much width there from Tabraiz. It would have been a wide. Good ground covered by the keeper, but he just couldn't quite get the hand up. It runs away into the side screen. Another boundary. Rian van der Merwe, 30 off 13. Gamble just struggling a little bit at the other end. He normally scores strike at around 200. He's 13 off 13. So, it has to be saved. Rian van der Merwe, big swing to Tabraiz Gilani. Enjoyed that. Tell you what, Ross.
Absolute great. Put a peach of a nut there. Tabraiz Gilani gets his man.
Look at that. Oh, there we go. Start the lawnmower.
Well,
Yep, there's a lot of support here for Wolfpack on the balcony. You can hear that. We've got a few teams coming in. I think often what happens, Ross, it's not a bad thing. It's all friendly banter, but a lot of teams are probably not supporting the favourites. They like to get behind the underdogs.
Absolutely, couldn't agree with you more there, Si. Look at that great view of the balcony. All the teams that have finished playing today, having a few refreshments on this hot day in Cape Town, the West Province Cricket Club.
It's absolutely scorching. I've just realised where I've been getting sunburnt from the last few days. It's sat here in the commentary box, the sun beaming through the window here. Unfortunately,
So the new man is Johan Fourie. So
this could be. He's a powerful man.
he hits the ball a long, long way. Apparently he's a very good golfer too. Hits it miles.
I don't think any course could be too long for him. Ooh, that's squared away. It's going to be at least 2. Coming back. Not 100% convincing there from Johan, but it was in the gap and he got back for 2. But good carry here on the wicket, Ross. Even in this 16th over, look how far the wicketkeeper stood back. It's the best part of 15 yards back. Nice change up though.
Well
Rolled
there.
his fingers.
It's good bowling this by Tabraiz Gilani. You can see he's a wily competitor. Mixing up the pace and line of his deliveries. Keep the batsman guessing.
Yeah, Fayez Kamar from Inglorious Legends mentioned before that Gilani and his brother, the Gilani brothers, they're 2 of the top players from this Wolfpack side. Ooh, and another swing and a miss. Well bowled. That's just missed the stumps there. So 130 for 2 off 16. Do we have an upset on the cards here?
My gut feel is... I don't think so, Simon. I think they MASAGAMY have just got too much in the tank here. They bring a wealth of experience. Arguably playing in the strongest league in the world in Johannesburg is the Joburg Premier League.
Yeah, agreed. But I mean, the Lahore League is also very strong. Some good teams there. But they turned, I think they were 82 at the turn, Ross, from memory. And they've only added 48 off 6 overs since then. So just over 7 and over.
I think the game plan, or the chat in the middle of the wickets is going to become, we've got to go now. Time to go. Time to start smashing it.
20 balls left. It's boom time here, Ross.
Boom, boom. Let's go. Samad Gilani is going to bowl his third over. Very tidy spell so far. Just 16 runs off it. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. It's going to be some fireworks, I would say. Ooh, starts to the wide. Does Samad.
Just a loosener to start his second spell here. So 20 balls left. Let us know what you think the final score is going to be in the comments. We'd love to see it, as we can see the big Pakistan flag flying on the balcony here. Inglorious Legends have brought it with them. And they've tied it up to support their fellow countrymen. You might get a shot of that. Nice bowling by Gilani. Great respect from Johan Faree, and a bit of foxing there. He went the fake throw and gamble was done.
I think the MASAGAMY are going to have to get going. It's been a few dots here. It's not what the management will be asking us. Swing and a miss.
Another dot ball though, Ross. It's just tightening up here a little. It would be absolute unheard of if MASAGAMY got done here, but things are just tightening. Everyone was talking about 200 plus at the start of the innings. It's just tight.
Knockout cricket does bring all sorts of pressure. You're carrying the tag of #1 team in the world.
Oh! He's hit that hard. Fielder, great shot, Johan Faree.
Just slapped it straight back past the bowler. Went like a tracer bullet all the way to the boundary for 4.
Wasn't far away from his hand here, Ross. Love to see if he got anywhere near that. Look at that. Bang. I think he actually... Oh, no, that's the ball before. Sorry.
Yeah.
You've done me there with the replays.
So they're just waiting for the ball to come back from behind the side screen. So 2 more balls of the 17th over. MASAGAMY just on 135. We have a look at this again.
Bang. Look, Talani, quick to move there.
Rocked back and just slapped it past the umpire. I need to get the umpire helmet. Ooh.
There's a Bruce Oxenford. He's got that shield on his arm he uses to parry the ball away.
And the big bash. Seen that a few times.
And then who's the other umpire? Gerard Aboud. He wears the helmet.
Yep.
Yeah. So there's a few umpires adopting it in this modern era of big hits.
So the ball has come back from Cape Town station. We're good to go again. Jan Faree still on strike.
The quick man, Gilani in again. Short ball. Safely.
Just rushed him a bit there.
I don't think that MASAGAMY expected this from Wolfpack. Of course, the Wolfpack had to come through the qualifier games. And, of course, Fayez Kamal was telling a great story about how they've progressed their way up through the different leagues in Lahore, and they're now in the A-League.
Really good story. That's so good to hear that. So last ball of the over. Oh, sorry, there was a wide. Justin
Well bowled.
Campbell just hits it out to long off just for a single. I think the Wolfpack are going to be really happy with their bowling so far. So 17 overs done. Score is 137 for 2.
MASAGAMY just haven't really taken the handbrake off yet, have they, Ross? I mean, that they've still got a decent score, 137. They're probably going to get up around the 160, 170 mark, but we've seen that chase down comfortably.
We had a bet the other day on their score, and should we double or quits on that? Who's buying dinner?
It's risky for me because I lost the bet, but Yeah, let's go. What are you thinking here?
I'm going 165.
I'm going to go 175.
So
Yes, boy. Oh, no.
Oh,
Yes. My bet's coming in here over the head. Unfortunately, I think it was just too high for the fielder.
It's just misread it.
He was right on the boundary, but just went over his head. It was well struck by Gamble. Oh, just pitched over his head, and unfortunately quite close to that young girl down there, but I think she's all right. Just skipped across the path.
So 6 off the first ball. Always tough to come back from that as a bowler, especially when you bowling to the likes of a quality player like Justin Gamble.
So that's got Gamble going here. He's 14 off 16, and now 14 off 15. Now he's up to 20 off 16. So maybe it's just what he needed. Sometimes it feels good just to get one out the middle. And he goes again. Wow.
Over. Cal corner.
That went so high, Ross. It's only just pitched on the mound now.
6 more to the MASAGAMY and Justin Gamble. As we quite rightly thought they were going to put their foot on the pedal in the last 3 overs. It was 12 off 2.
That absolutely exploded off the bat there, Ross. So Justin Gamble on strike here. He's had a gamble, and he's got 2 sixes so far on the over. Around the wicket now. Good change up by, called wide. So Gamble looking the leg side still. Shorter to the offside, but maybe it's more comfortable hitting straight or towards mid-wicket. He's right across an off stump now, Ross. That probably signals the intent. Oh, bang.
Oh, it's gone even bigger.
That's 3 and 4 balls here.
It's gone over the trees, over the side screen. Unbelievable scenes here at the Wally Wilson Oval.
I'll have a steak, thank you, for dinner, please, Ross.
It's absolutely timed it to perfection.
No, he's hit that very cleanly, Justin Gamble.
I think the bowler's trying to hit his Yorkers, but it's just missing his length.
Oh, straight up.
It's out again. It's going to be out.
No, it's going to hold in the wind. Oof. See what?
It's really good fielding there by the fielder. He's come around and swooped around the field there. So Johan Free on strike now. 2 balls to go.
So 6 wide, 6-1 so far. So 20 off it. Johan Free's going to be thinking 26, I think, here. Oh, that could be 2-card trick. Oh, no. They sent him back. So just a dot ball. Probably a good call. Johan Frey didn't move off the bat. Thought he absolutely plucked out the man down there at fine leg, but just landing short.
So 2 overs to go in this innings. MASAGAMY currently 157 for 2.
So projected score now 174.
Well done, Simon. You
No,
called this one right.
Still on. Still got 8 runs in the bank here.
Yeah. So the new man, Samad Gilani, going to bowl his 4th over. Pretty tidy, just 23 off his first 3 overs. Justin Gamble's on strike.
Down the leg side. Good work by the wicketkeeper. Great stop. I think it might have hurt, though. When he rolled over the ball, just right into his thigh there. Just giving it a rub. As the sun starts to set here behind Table Mountain. Got about 2 hours left to sunset and about 1 hour and 10 minutes left of cricket action from Wally Wilson Oval on this round of 16 day. Of course, day off tomorrow, so we'll be taking a well-earned rest.
Well bowled there by Samad. Seemed to beat Justin for a bit of pace there.
Just practicing opening the face there. To be fair, the third man is quite square, so if he gets it through the slip region, don't think the wicketkeeper is chasing Ali. Looks like he's really struggling after that ball got him on the leg. Feels like there's a lot of space towards offside here, Ross.
Yeah. was just
two.
rushed him a bit there, as Simon Galani, but the call was 2, but Johan Free sends him back.
I think Johan Free's got one thing in mind there. He's thinking it's his time to cash in. So good over here by Galani. Extra pace, just slightly rushing the batsman. He's just pulled up there. Hope he's not injured. Great bowling by Galani.
Justin Gamble wants to come back for 2.
Nope.
Sides against it. Some really good fielding there on the long on boundary.
Somehow Galani looked like he was upset with the fielder there, but when he ended up getting round, he keeping it to 1, he was happy. So last 2 balls to go, in this 19th over. So it's been a great over so far, just the 3 off it. One's
really
clubbed again. Free again. Surely they've got to start taking some of these 2s, Ross. They're not going to get bowled out from here.
No, absolutely right there.
Put the fielder under a bit of pressure. You never know, you get a fumble or a misfield and they can turn a 2 into a 3 or a single into a 4.
Johan Free shaping up there to whack it over car corner, it looks like.
Very open stance.
Yep.
But well bowled this one. Oh, wow, that's a great shot. Straight. Oh, I might have just skipped into that car that was coming along Avenue de Miss there.
Thankfully, it just missed that. So that's the end of the 19th. 1 over to go.
Look at that for a shot. Stayed low. Got it out the middle. Raced away. Some very well-built scaffolding just coming in the foreground there.
So the score 165 for 2. That was my exact prediction, yeah, but one feels that that's not going to be right. Justin Gamble not out, 37 off 24. Johan Free moves to 14 off 10. Sabraz Galani, the speedster, he's going to bowl his last over. He's picked up 1 wicket for his 27 runs. It's been a good effort.
Oh, very good, Ross. So I'm just looking now. Czech Republic, they slow here, 33 for naught after 7, chasing 136. So Lila bowling very well over there. And the all Bangladeshi affair in the round of 16 on Gary Kirsten.
Well, swing and a miss there by Justin Gamble.
Little bit of sneaky business there. The keeper just looking for the run out while Gamble was checking his guard.
So 4 balls to go. What's your predictions here, Simon? Any boundaries?
I'd like to think so, but it just hasn't really happened so far. I mean, MASAGAMY, they've only lost 2 wickets. They've got plenty in the hut, but they just haven't quite gone for it. That one's a bit off the toe. It'll just be 1 bounce to the fielder. So I don't know if it's just been it's the wicket or good bowling or just they're not quite at the races with the bat today, but I was expecting a higher total given the low number of wickets.
You'd hate to think it's any bit of complacency, would you, Si?
I don't think so. They're very serious. That's gone high. That's very high. If he catches this, it's a screamer. He does!
That's a great catch.
He does.
Really good catch there by Sabraz Galani.
That was a skyscraper, Ross. That must have gone up. But the batsman did get through for the steal there, so good awareness from Justin Gam. We can see him take off here. He knew it went high. Look, sets himself in the swirling wind. Said a little prayer there before he took it and took it above his head. And he enjoyed it as well. Slammed it into the square. So Tabraiz Galani takes the catch. Look at it. Bang! This was straight off the outside edge of the bat. Straight up. Settled himself. Went up a mile. Hands together. Over the head. Completes the catch. And he enjoyed that. So Wolfpack in the game here. From the side angle here. Straight up. See Johan Free watching it go up. Justin Gamble was match aware though. Great catch. Into praise. A little bit not concentrating there, and Gamble gets through for the steal behind him. So Marco Van Biljon, the new batsman, clubbed out towards the wide long on boundary. Oh no, and it's a slight misfield there. It's a shame. He did all the hard work, just couldn't quite complete the stop. So up to 172 now, last ball of the innings. So it could get up to 184 with one massive strike. You'd think 184 is possibly too much here, but can get a dot ball. 170 is definitely chaseable. Cutter. And it is the home run!
Home run! Unbelievable scenes that have shot that.
Not a great delivery that you want in the last ball of the innings. Short boundary, low full toss, just clipped for 6.
Great shot there by Marco van Biljon. Gets his team up to a target that's going to be pretty tough to chase.
184 on the board here. They didn't look on. I think they're 134 with 4 left. Look at that low full toss. Just kept his head down, clipped it over the long leg boundary. Justin Gamble walks off 38 off 26, and Marco Van Biljon 16 off 2. As team manager Dan Stone takes a photo of the boys as they walk off. And we see the Wolfpack team getting a massive round of applause from their countrymen, compatriots up here on the balcony.
Great to see. So, got to feel a bit for the bowler Galani. He had some reasonably tidy bowling figures, but then that last over has just changed those into pretty expensive. He's gone for 46 in his 4 overs.
And they're getting a big clap here from their mates. The Pakistani flag flying on the balcony there. Proud, very proud, all the Pakistani teams. So all these guys from Inglorious Legends trying to G up their mates to go and chase down this total. They managed to chase down a massive total in the first game, so it's not game over. But Masagamy's bowlers are very good, so it's a tough ask. So we're going to take a quick break here. Also, we're just going to run through the batting first. See 50 to JG Adendorf. He gave the innings a great little burst to start with. He retired, and they kind of cantered along for a bit. Rian van der Merwe, 30 off 14. Justin Gamble, 30 at 26. Peter Boyson, 32 off 25. Johan Free, 14 off 11. And then 2, 4 and a home run to finish for Marco Van Biljon. And the bowlers, the Galani brothers with the pick of the bowlers. To Brace, a little bit expensive, but he bowled the final over and got hit for that home run, which is unfortunate. So we're going to take a short break here, but stay tuned. We'll be back soon. And we can't wait to bring you the second innings. The Wolfpack chasing down 185 to win against world number 1 MASAGAMY.
Quick toilet break, but we're back now. There's a nice delivery there from Johan Fari, but a no ball. So it's going to be a free hit here for Bilal Quasi.
Just been chatting to some of the Inglorious Legends guys. They have said that there are 4 guys in this Wolfpack batting lineup that give it a serious hit. So this could be a good run chase.
They're excited here for this free hit as well. Plenty of noise coming from down below us. Clap, and it's going.
It's a great shot.
Gone.
It's a huge hit there by Bilal Quasi. It sailed over the cow corner boundary for a maximum. Johan Fari going with the slow ball option. He's
Don't know if that was the option, Ross, but anyway, you live and die by the sword, and it goes away. Back in again here. And some push into the covers. Draw the stumps at the bowler's end. You hear that chants of Wolfpack below us here. It's great to see these guys are so excited.
Whenever I think of the name Wolfpack, I just think of that movie, The Hangover.
Yep. Which character do you think that you'd be from the Wolfpack, Ross?
I don't know. Alan.
I didn't say it, you said it. So 13 after the first over, as we're just losing some of the blinds here. So, is it Heli? Is that how you say it? So the left arm seamer bowls a heavy ball. Ooh, and he's just rushed Bilal Quasi for pace there. Tell you what, Ross, we've seen a few quick bowlers in this tournament, but Heli is definitely up there. So fresher wicket we're on today. Plenty of pace and bounce. The ball really coming through, and might see a bit quick stuff here. This one's checked away into the leg side just for a single. I think Bilal will probably be happy just to stay up there for a little while.
Absolutely agree there, Si.
And let Jazzy take the...
So the required rate, 171 off 93 balls. It's going to be a tall ask for the men from Lahore.
They've made a cracking start, though. 13 off the first, Ross.
So the big Kerry Klutter glides into the crease. Cuts away into...
They shouldn't come back for 2. They don't want to underestimate these Masagamy fielders. They're very sharp across the ground.
Watch them play a few games now, and they're a very well-drilled fielding unit.
Oh, it could be 2 there. No.
Good effort there by Kerry Klutter, trying to stop the single off his own bowling.
That was almost Ziad Abbas-like from the World Series there, Ross.
Remember that. That was an unbelievable catch of his own bowling.
Of course, Ziad, unfortunately, was meant to come with 3 short for this tournament. Wasn't able to make it due to some personal reasons. But so we wish him all the best. Hope he's well.
Swing and a miss there by Syed. That brings to the end the second over. 16 for naught.
So just behind the rate, going at 8s. They need to get that up to 9s.
So I've seen this tactic before from the Masagamy. The 3 frontline bowlers all bowl 1 over, and then after that they get into their spell.
Yeah, it's interesting. There's various ways to skin a cat, but
what's your the team you captain? Do you normally bowl bowlers in 2 over spells, or bowl in 3 and then keep 1 for the end?
Normally go. Well, it obviously depends on the game situation, but this one's clipped away to the leg side. Ooh, fielder nearly made a meal of that. So I normally try and go like a 3 and then a 2, and then that's 5 done, and then just basically just make it up as I go along. But yeah, what about yourself, Ross? Do you just bowl guys in lots of...
Try and get the balance right of making sure everyone gets gets their 4 allocated overs in. Like you, probably situation dependent, assess the situation.
Oh, that's a genuine nick. That squared him up, you'd say, Ross. Squared him right
Squared
up.
him up. Justin Gamble out there, down there in the third man boundary.
Yeah, he's got the, what do you call it, the sleeve, the half sleeve. So that's how I know it's him.
Yep.
Do you see feel the B&B guys coming in below us?
It's just sliding down leg. It's the wide there by Marco Fabian. He's not going to be happy with himself. He sets himself high standards.
He's a great cricketer. Plays quite a high standard up there in is it the Joburg Prem or the Gauteng Prem, or what do you call the club cricket up there in Joburg?
The Club Premier League. It's well played there by Quasi. He's just knocked it out to long on for a single.
So we've just been joined in the commentary box by one of the Bash brothers, Bjorn Briggs.
Great shot there by Sahed. He's headed out to deep square leg.
They come back for 2 there.
Came back for 2. Comfortable 2 in the end.
Do you know what I like watching the field here, Ross, is JG Arendorf. He's like a live wire. Every ball, he's moving somewhere, trying to be in the right spot should it come to him or there's an overthrow.
He's always backing up his fielders.
This one be another single. So tidy start here for Wolfpack. I think both teams will be pretty happy. Wolfpack's goal will be to try and target the spin in the middle overs. They don't want to lose any wickets up front.
So 3 overs done. Score is 23 for naught. Bilal Quasi, 16 of 10. Jazil Sahed, 7 of 7.
Bilal, the more aggressive of the batsmen at the moment, but they've both been looking to play their shots. There's no point meandering along to a comfortable total here. They want to win it. They want to go into the quarterfinal and represent their country along with Inglorious Legends in the quarterfinals.
So, Jan Farid going to bowl his second over.
Wow!
It's out the ground. Jan Farid's been dispatched over the square leg boundary. That's huge.
Johan Farid, no respect for the man there. Bit of room outside leg stump, and he's just moosed that over square leg.
That's an unbelievable shot there by Jazil Sahed. He's going to just grow in confidence from that. Let's see what he's got next up his sleeve.
He's gone.
Nicked it.
Comeback delivery there.
Jan Farid is chuffed. Gets into the bowler's space there and gives him a bit of a fist pump.
Don't think he appreciated being pumped for 6. He's come back with a Jaffa on a length, nibbled it away, takes the edge.
Great catch there by the keeper.
Did the rest. Be interesting to see a replay there. He just nibbled it across him. Took the outside edge. And the cheers of Wolfpack have just died down momentarily. I'm sure they'll be excited again. So good spirit there. I think Jazzy thoroughly enjoyed hitting that 6, but he also appreciated the quality of that delivery that's taken his outside edge, and the bowler and the batsman just gave each other a little fist bump. So honours even.
Honours even. What they say, Quasi won the battle, but Jan Farid won the war.
See.
So the new man in is Abdirahman. That's a wide ball there
Down
by
leg.
Jan Farid.
Foxing, you'd call that there, Ross. Johan Farid appealing down the leg side. But
trying to distract the umpires. These umpires are cleverer than that.
So you just see umpire Chilani at square leg just taking guard. Just thinking about how he'd strike it all around Wally Wilson Oval.
Apparently he's a good cricketer himself.
Yeah,
He was telling me that he's a decent player. There's another wide there, so that's going to cost his team 3 runs. Jan Fourie has got higher standards than that.
He won't be happy there, Ross. His figures aren't looking great at the moment. 1 for 23. He only bowled the 1.3 overs. But I'm sure he'll fight back. He'll probably prove us all wrong and end up with 5 wickets to his name. That's a much better delivery. Good length and a false shot. So, of course, if you're watching on Facebook, just give us a shout.
It's been a fantastic day of games today. We're into the round of last 16. This is the final game of the day here on the main oval at Wally Wilson Oval.
We just had a message from one of your teammates here, Ross, who was happy that you give each fielder equal run time throughout the game. Of course, Murray Taylor's now left your side for unknown reasons.
I'm going to have to get him back involved in the mix. He's a quality player, quality guy. Been involved in LMS a long time, so it'd be good to get him back into the mix next summer. He lives locally in London to me. I saw him in London a few weeks ago, having a walk on the River Thames with his fiancée.
Tough side to break into after the victory, or is it a different team? Is it Class of Temporary Wimbledon Barbars that Murray was part of?
It was Sundays, it was Class of Temporary. He played a few seasons ago. His right arm bowling is very tough to read and get away. He's got a whole armory of deliveries.
So, Harry back into bowl again. Ooh, well bowled that.
Well, there, it just looks like he's just nipped it away there from the right-handed batsman.
Yeah, I think Bilal, he's going to come back into him and just went across him a little. As you see it here. Yeah, it's definitely just left him a little. His hands just going with it. Genuine edge, running down. Going to be 4 runs, I think. Yeah, just evades the fielder down there. Great effort. Might have hurt himself down there, Justin Gamble. I hope he's okay.
Just opened the face there, did the batter. Running it down to third man. He knew the third man fielder was quite square. Clever cricket that by the Wolfgang.
He's just landed with his forearm on the rope there. That'll be a painful one.
Opening batter. So, Bilal Quasi's 20 off 12.
So they're on track here, the Wolfpack at the moment. They're going along at almost just under 10 and over.
It's going to have to keep up with the rate, take the game as deep as possible. Always play that shot again. Pretty dangerous shot to be playing if you...
He's not happy with himself here, admonishing himself for that false shot. Just remarking his guard. He's got a interesting stance. His bat face is quite open there. Oof. That's a quick ball from Harry.
So
just squared up Bilal here, bottom hand player, just squared him up and he takes one hand off the bat and thankfully just steers it away from danger for a single.
So after 5 overs, the score is 40 for 1.
So the 3 bowler 1 over rotation continues here, Ross.
Yep.
Marco van Biljon to bowl the 6th.
He's gone for just 7 in his first over. Oh, he's
down the leg side. Great take by the keeper.
Who's the keeper there, Si?
It's a great question, Ross. Who is the keeper? Can't remember off the top of my head. I'm sure it'll... No, John J. Johnson was the keeper. Don't know if he still is. It looks like the keeper there's got a beard. So it can't be Gendre keeping. He might be resting this game.
Yep. I think Dan Stone was saying that he had a bit of illness in the camp at the moment, the Masagami.
Again,
Another
down the
wide
leg
there.
side. Just a bit loose here from Masagami.
Michael Fumble.
Maybe they're feeling the pinch here, Ross.
I think they can feel the pressure of knockout cricket. I know it's not a topic we like to talk about in South Africa, but South African teams over the years have tended to choke in big games.
Ross is no, yeah. Ooh. But great from the umpire there. See, Quasi just gave the nick. Normally it's the batsman doing
yeah,
that.
Exactly. We've seen that many a time.
Ooh, inside edge. I tell you what, he was absolutely dead if he didn't.
Yeah.
He's probably hitting all three.
Going under middle, it looked like. Well played
It's a
there
nice shot by Abdurrahman. Looks composed.
Just clips it out to mid wicket, deep mid wicket. We'll get just one.
So, what's your prediction here, Ross? It's a bit early to ask, but I want to hear what you've got to say.
My gut feel is that Masagami are just too good. They've just got experience in all departments. There are a lot of experience to call upon in pressure situations.
I think you might be right. It's the sustained pressure, isn't it? There's no
release.
That's it. There's no bowler who you think this guy. We can take him for 50 here in his spell. So. So tight game here on Gary Kirsten. 26 needed of 5 overs with 4 wickets in hand for them to beat Laila CC in that match. It's coming down to the wire there. You'd say Czech Republic probably slightly ahead, but the 4 wickets is the only issue. This is Peter Boyson. Now, Ross was calling him an off spinner, but that looked like seam up there, Roscoe.
What's that?
Do you think that's tactical there? They've got Peter Boyson bowling seam from this end. Do you think he'll spin round and bowl off spin from the other end?
Not quite sure there. So I actually haven't seen Peter Boyson bowl this week. It looks like just
good
hit it out
batting
into.
that. They're going to look for 2 and set off for 1, but I like the intent. Just pushed and set off quickly. So 16th ranked team in the world, Wolfpack. They're up against the world number 1, Masagami.
From Bilal Quasi.
Big appeal.
Peter Boyson
fairly adjacent
celebrating
here.
there with his keeper. The umpire had no hesitation in raising the finger. So that's the second wicket down for the Wolfpack. They're 49 for 2, and that's the end of the innings for
I think that was
Syed.
Yep. Here we see it now in the replay. Boyson just adjusted his length with a little bit fuller. Oh, yeah, that looks pretty good to me, Ross.
Yep.
Hitting leg stump there. Peter Boyson happy with that one. So good call there by Quasi. Now, umpire, he's not been upgraded as such. We're just balancing the distribution, but we've got Tulani and Quasi on the main field today, and other umpire is on the main field in the previous few days. Hannes, he's over on the Gary Kirsten. So this must be one of the Galanis now. Yep, it's Tabraze. So he's been touted as being, the Galani brothers as being the real stars of this Wolfpack team. So I'm expecting big things here. Peter Boyson, 1 for 2 in his first over. Just pegging the Wolfpack back a little.
nicely in the gap from the Braze first ball, looking for a second. They're going to come back. Oh, this is going to be tight.
Oh,
Doesn't quite gather cleanly. That I think that would have been curtains for Tabraze.
There would have been, definitely he would have been found wanting there, Si.
The wicketkeeper just couldn't quite collect it.
So 7 overs done. Score is 51 for 2. Abdurrahman still there, 11 off 9. Tabraze Gilani, 2 off 1.
Just feel they need a partnership. One of these two needs to get 50 here, Ross.
Hoping to see some fireworks in the settings. Okay, Gerry Klutter. He's going to bowl his third over. He's bowled a good spell, very tidy, only 9 runs from it. Well bowled there, Gerry Klutter. Seems to be pretty warm now. I'll just check the speed gun. His pace is increasing every over, Si.
Yeah, he must be up around it's hard to know from the side here, but it must be around 130, 135 kilometres an hour, I think. He's quite quick. I like how the Wolfpack are approaching him, though. Just trying to use the pace and the angle. Ooh, as we say that, leading edge into the covers.
Yep. With J.G. Ardenov swooping around there. He's a really good fielder.
He must be one of the best fielders in the tournament, I think, Ross. He must be close anyway.
I'd agree there, Si. As you said, he's a busy fielder, always anticipating. Well played.
Nice from Tabraze.
They're going to look to, maybe not, that's not the arm or the fielder to take on. So, Tabraze Gilani does look like a good player. Good organised technique, it seems.
Oh, very correct so far.
It's just clipped away to mid-wicket for a single.
So 54 on the board now. I feel like they've got to be, I don't know, around 80 at the turn, Ross, I think. So they need a couple of big overs here to give themselves a chance. If they go around the turn at 80, it just leaves just over 100 to get in the last 10. That's a nice shot there from Tabraze. There should easily be 2 there. Throw comes in. Oh, well collected by Harry. That was going to be maybe an overthrow there if he didn't take that one. So the end of another over. Looks like Marco van Biljon is going to come back, so this rotation continues.
Score 56 for 2 now.
What they've done well, though, here is, Ross, they've got the 2 spinners. J.G. Arendorf is one of them, and Justin Gamble, the left-arm spinner. But they're just holding those guys back to the second 10. They don't want to expose them hitting with the wind. See the sun. The shadows are lengthening here.
Yep. So we're heading to early evening.
Oh, well bowled and well
beautiful
kept
Cape
out.
Town, sitting at the foot of Table Mountain. The last man stands, world champs. It's been 36 teams here battling it out to take home the trophy on Sunday afternoon. We're into the last 16 stage of the tournament.
Wow, that's gone straight up. Marco van Biljon settles himself and takes it comfortably.
It's a great catch. He had to turn around, rebalance, didn't take his eyes off the ball. Any catch off your own bowling is never easy.
Like that's a big blow to the Wolfpack's hopes there, Ross, from what we've heard. Just looking to go, clear that leg glove long on. Straight up and well covered by Marco. So Tabraze on his way, unfortunately, trudging off there. You're looking a little bit disappointed. And Abdurrahman's stay at the crease continues. So Wolfpack 57 for 3 here in the 9th over. Just the 3 bowlers so far used for MASAGAMY. Marco van Biljon, Johan Fourie and Gerry Klutter.
So we're here at the Last Man Stands World Champs. This is a round of 16 clash, the final clash of the day. MASAGAMY, the world's #1 ranked team, playing against Wolfpack from Lahore. Wolfpack a little bit behind the 8-ball here, uphill battle. So beautiful Cape Town, Table Mountain, sitting in front of us. And some fantastic cricket on the field. Wally Wilson Oval here at the Western Province Cricket Club.
We've had 36 teams from around the world that have been here this week, all qualified to be here through their national, regional competition. If you're looking to get involved in Last Man Stands, please jump on our website, and the local league manager or franchise owner will be in touch about how you can get you involved.
There's opportunities for full teams to sign up, or if you're just looking to join a team, there's also have a few teams we put together of like-minded people. So feel free to jump on lastmanstands.com, where we've got leagues running in 13 different countries, as Ross mentioned. It's down the leg side. MASAGAMY's bowling has been a bit wayward, I'd say, Ross, compared to normal standards, a few wides.
Yep. Last time I checked on the website site, I saw there were 10,000 teams playing globally.
Yep, that's correct, and around 200,000 players in our database, maybe slightly over.
There's a few quirky rules to Last Man Stands. The actual name says itself that when the 7 wicket falls, the last batter bats on his own.
Yeah, and eight aside, Ross, so that's why that obviously makes sense with the got to take all 8 wickets.
A few other quirky rules. We've got the double play.